Hi everybody, it's Michelle and I wanted to come to you really quickly with this message because I've had a ton of messages over the last few weeks. I've been on holiday and I've come back to inundation of messages about Facebook changes and what they mean for your business. I'm hearing horror stories of people having all of their content deleted and even worse than that, having their profiles deactivated with no warning, with no notice. And this is because Facebook are really clamping down on some changes to their policy. And in particular, the way we do business as online business owners using Facebook. You see, using the personal profile for Facebook, for your business on Facebook, Facebook don't want you to do that. Now, if you're doing any sort of business using Facebook right now, then you absolutely want to be watching this video. This is important, and this is why I wanted to get this message to you as quickly as possible, because I can think of nothing more devastating than waking up one day and your Facebook account is gone. Now, some people have successfully appealed and had them reinstalled, but many haven't. And this isn't just about business, let's face it. I use Facebook to build strong connections and relationships with people that matter to me. I host all of my memories and photographs on there. I don't actually save my photos anywhere else anymore. I really rely on Facebook to host those memories for me, and I don't want to lose any of those, and I'm sure you don't either, but I don't want to scare you. I don't want you to fear change. I don't want you to worry about this change or have any sort of anxiety or stress, because change is inevitable when building any business. But if we're in the know, we can manage that change, and better than that, we can thrive because of it. And that's what I want for you. And I'm going to help you do that today with this training. So if you're someone that's been using your personal profile on Facebook to grow your audience, increase your network, expand the relationships that you have with people for the benefit of your business, then there's some tweaks that you're going to need to make right now in order to continue doing that effectively and not get into a sticky situation or in trouble with Facebook. Now, there's a lot of advantages to having your personal profile on Facebook fit for business and using it as a business tool. And the two main advantages are, one, it's really easy to cheat the algorithms with a personal Facebook page because you're more visible in people's news feeds. It's a lot more difficult to get visible in someone's news feed that likes your business page than it is to be visible in someone's personal news feed if they're your friend or follow your personal Facebook. So I understand why people are using their personal Facebook to do this. And it's something that I've used massively over the last few years to grow my business, but done in the right way, that can still be used and it can still be really effective. We just need to be really careful. And the other reason people use their personal profile to build a business on Facebook is because it's so much more personal. You know, it's a personal profile. It means that you can build closer relationships and connect with people on a deeper level. So I totally get it. I want to support you in the continuation of that process, but also make you aware of what the changes are and what they mean for you so that you can stay out of trouble. So the first thing I want to share with you is, and I've got notes here so that I absolutely don't miss anything for you, is there are some huge disadvantages to relying on your personal profile for business. And I want to make sure you fully understand those too, because it's really easy to get good at promoting ourselves on our personal page and creating awareness about who we are and what we do, but actually not put enough focus and attention into a likes page, a business page, or often referred to as pages. They all mean the same thing. The first thing that is a disadvantage is you don't have any analytics on your personal profile. You can't analyse to see what's working, what's not working, what are your audience responding really well to. And any good marketing strategy is a strategy, but it can only be a good strategy if we can analyse the results that it's getting and tweak and improve. Facebook personal profiles don't give you that ability. On a page, on a business page, you have so much access to a wealth of knowledge and insights into what your audience like, what they don't like, what they're interacting with, what's working well for you to build a strong campaign from. And the other thing is you can't do paid advertising for a personal profile, so it makes sense to have a page where you can launch paid adverts from, and they are hugely lucrative. You know, I've heard some crazy talk recently from some influencers in the industry talking about the fact that they are against advertising on Facebook. They don't like it. They don't teach their clients to do it. Each to their own, but I've got to say that it massively goes against my core belief in terms of what really works with marketing. My Facebook advertising campaigns are by far the most lucrative paid adverts that I've ever used. And I've used all different sorts of platforms and different methods for paid advertising, and I can tell you that the pence per lead is by far the lowest on Facebook when you get it right. There's a lot of moving components that have to come together to get it right, but I have a perfect system to 10x your spend. So if you spend 1,000 in adverts, you get 10,000 back. And that's been working for me for a really, really long time. So you want to master this. You want to make time to master this. You can only really do that if you've got a business page. And it's not just about launching a successful ad. It's about having a great page when people look at you. You know, if they see your ad and they click on you and check out your posts, the value you're adding, your content, it needs to be the place to be for them to reach out and take action and begin to know, like, and trust you. But also, the more work you do on that page, the more your likes are going to increase. The more likes you have on a page, the more return on investment you get when advertising, because Facebook will favour pages that have more likes, because what it tells them is, people like this, people are interacting with this, therefore I'll push it out to more people. So that's another reason to really be behind growing your likes page and really focusing in on getting great at it. The other thing is you can grow a much larger audience on a likes page. On a personal page, you're capped at 5,000 friends. On a likes page, there is no cap. You can grow millions and millions of followers. And if you can, then why the hell wouldn't you? So I'm not saying for 1 minute that your personal profile isn't beneficial and that you should suddenly stop talking about anything that's business related on there, that you should stop being the best version of you on that profile and just go back to maybe posting what you had for dinner or posting pictures of dogs and cats and funny videos. I'm not suggesting that at all, because what people will absolutely do when they're looking into you and what you do and what you offer is they'll check you out in multiple locations. They probably will visit your personal profile. If you're showing up in group environments on Facebook where your ideal client's hanging out and they're noticing you, they're going to check you out on your personal profile, not on your likes page. So you absolutely want that to be demonstrating the best version of you. But there are some do's and don'ts about the way we go about that. So here I've got for you 8 steps to getting this right and avoiding having your content deleted, or even worse than that, having a deactivated account. Number 1. The first thing you can do is migrate your personal profile into a likes page. And there are some massive advantages to doing this. You don't lose your personal profile if you turn it into a likes page. It just makes like a duplicated copy, which is brilliant, because all of these friends that you have on your personal profile now automatically like your business page. So if you've not really been using a business page up to this point, you haven't got to grow it from scratch with 0 likes, because you can transfer all of those friends across by migrating your personal page into a likes page. So that might be something you want to consider. Now, when doing that, everybody will move across. It will be like a mirror image of your profile. And the only thing that won't move across are your followers. So if you've got followers on your personal profile that haven't added you as a friend, but they've just clicked the follow button, they don't move across. And if you've got content on your personal profile, posts, videos, etc., they won't all move across either. So it'll be like a blank canvas for you to start to share business related posts from. And all of these friends that were seeing them on your personal profile now like your likes page too. You're not going to be as visible on a likes page because Facebook wants you to pay for advertising. It's a business. That's why they don't like you doing business on the profile. So you're not going to be as visible on a likes page, and you're probably going to see a huge drop in your interaction, your likes, your comments, but that's okay, because you can always share things from your business page onto your personal page so that your audience can still see it and you're still visible. If you already have a likes page, Let's say, for example, like me, I have my personal profile that's Michelle Stonhill, I have a likes page that's Michelle Stonhill, and when I migrated my personal profile into a likes page, I then had 2 pages called Michelle Stonhill. If that's the case for you, what you can then do is merge the 2 likes pages. And there's links to how to do both of these things below this video. So you can go ahead and click the links and get clear instructions on how to migrate and how to merge. So the advantages to merging is that you've now got one likes page that's called the same thing, your name or your business name, and everybody that liked both of them is now in one place. So you've just increased the number of likes that you've got on that page. You want to be really careful though when you're merging 2 pages to be really clear that you're getting rid of the right page, because you can't unmerge once you've merged. You can never retrieve that old page. So if you've got adverts running from a likes page, you definitely don't want to get rid of that one. And if you've got a page with lots and lots of content on it, you don't want to get rid of that one and favour the one that has no content on it that you've just migrated. But the links to migrating and merging your pages are below this video, so you can check out in more detail and do it step by step. The second point I want to make today is if you have a regular live series on Facebook like I do. So I go live every week for my audience of followers, where I give valuable free content and training to female entrepreneurs that are looking to build a 6- and 7-figure online business. And I do that every single week. And I used to do that on my personal profile every week, every Sunday at 8 p.m. But Facebook don't like that, and they're showing they don't like that from deleting people's videos. I've had so many messages recently, people telling me that they're going live doing videos and it's getting deleted. Because Facebook are onto the fact that what you're doing is actually promoting a business alongside promoting yourself, and they don't want you to do that on your personal profile. My advice would be, don't do live training series on your personal profile. They absolutely work in terms of growing your network and getting your name out there and position you as an expert, but do them on your likes page instead. And then what you can do is, while you're live on your likes page, you can share it onto your personal profile so that your audience on your personal profile can still see that you're live, they can still log into that live and interact with you, and you can even promote it beforehand so they know to come over to your likes page and log into your trainings. Number 3, use your personal profile to build relationships. This is what it's about. It's about building and nurturing relationships so that people understand from your posts and when you interact with them exactly who you are, exactly what you're about, your style of work, what you do and how you could provide a solution to their problem. And you can do that on your personal profile in a really non-salesy way. This is about you becoming known for who you are and what you do, so that people feel comfortable reaching out to you in your inbox and saying, hey, can I know more about that? Or how do I work with you? So when it comes to posting and the way you do that, one thing I would never do anymore on your personal Facebook is clear call to action posts of buy this now, message me for details on this product or service, click here for my website. Avoid all of that stuff, because Facebook are all over it like a rash. They've just employed thousands of new people to particularly look for this stuff, because what they want is transparency for people on Facebook. They want people to be more in control of what shows up on their newsfeed. And they are, if we're not doing business on our personal profile. Because if they're connecting with a likes page, they know they're connecting with a business. But if they're connecting with somebody on a personal page, they don't expect to say, buy this, buy that, here's my website constantly in their newsfeed. Facebook are protecting the consumer from that. And we need to really get behind that, because I think it's important. Number 4. When it comes to what you post and the way you post on your personal profile, as I mentioned, things like call to action, here's my website, blah, blah, blah. Even if you post it in the links, it's a big no-no, and I just suggest not doing it. But what you can do, again, is keep those posts exclusive for your business and likes page. And as that's growing and people are interacting with you there more, you'll notice that it's just as effective as your personal page. It's just going to take some effort to train people to look for you there rather than over here. Number 5. Number 6. Build a group. Because what's really great about group communities on Facebook is that there are none of these rules. Facebook are encouraging you to build communities. It's what Facebook's about. It's about getting communities together of people that are like-minded with common interests, that share the same goals or vision. And you can do that so effectively with the groups function. So if you want another place for your ideal clients and potential clients in the future to hang out, then you can always create a free space for them in a group environment that you run where you can go live. You can add value and talk about business till your heart's content. And if you want to do call to action posts, etc., website links in there, then you can do that in that group environment, and it's absolutely safe to do so. Number 7, don't be a serial adder on your personal profile. Don't go out there looking to connect with people for the sake of growing your network. That's not networking. That's just adding people. And it makes you look like an amateur. You know, I can't tell you how many friend requests I'll get. And the first thing I do when I get a friend request is I send a message saying, hey, great to connect with you. How can I help you today? Because I'm guessing if you've reached out to me and connected with me, there must be a reason. There's nothing worse than when someone comes back to me and says, oh, no reason, hun. I was just expanding my network. Because what that tells me is that this person has an agenda for connecting with me, and it makes them look less than professional. It makes them look like an amateur. I'm not knocking it. We've all done things a little bit, wrong on Facebook when we're being trained or in the process of learning, and that's absolutely fine. But I don't want that for you as a high-level entrepreneur, because I know that it's about traction marketing. If we're showing up online and we're visible and we're adding value, people will add you, and that puts you in the position of the expert. That puts you in the steering wheel to say, how can I help you? Because they've come to you. Your ideal clients are knocking on your door, wanting to be your friend, wanting you in their inbox. Has the complete different effect when you're reaching out and adding people for no reason, just because they might look like your ideal client. I'm guessing you want to be known for lots of things, and I don't think an amateur is one of them, so absolutely avoid that. But the other reason to avoid it is because if you send friend requests to people enough times and they don't accept, what that tells Facebook is that you're doing that, being a serial adder, and they don't like that. So they're going to potentially reprimand you for that in way of either suspending your account, stopping you from adding people, stopping you from messaging, or even terminating. Number 8, same thing, but in people's inbox. Don't be a spammy messenger. This is not about selling on your personal profile, and we should never be messaging people that are connected to us personally to sell something to them. So if you're coming to a deadline for a target that you've got to hit and you've got to make a certain amount of sales, sending a message out to everybody on your Facebook list asking if they would like to opt into that is never going to help you. The same with if you've got a really, really great group that you want to get everybody into, sending everybody an individual message asking them to join your group is never going to help you, because what people think of that straight away is amateur, and you're selling to me. They don't want to be sold to on Facebook. It's not why they have a Facebook account. But the other thing is, what that says is desperation. When people come to you, it's a very different tone, and people will come to you if you work a really smart marketing strategy on Facebook. I've got a ton of training on this available, and I'm always there for you if you've got questions for me and you want to reach out. So please feel free to do so. The 2 links that I mentioned throughout this training are below the video to merge and to migrate your profile, so you can check those out and do that easily. And I really hope that after listening to this today, you feel in a lot stronger position to deal with the Facebook changes that are happening and recognise that they are a huge opportunity for growth in your business and in you as an entrepreneur.